Hola from the west side. It is me, DC the Purple Diva. Welcome to Not So Random Chat. Happy Friday. Hey, Cass Life, my purple sister. You on the west side these days. How you liking this hot ass SoCal weather? It has been on the hot side today. Now let me just do some little housekeeping, you guys. I gotta go share myself out because I'm never sure if YouTube sends out my notifications and stuff to you guys. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But I just want to make sure that it's out there. So let me just go on and do this. Come on through and hang out. There we go. I shared myself out. So it's going to be hot, you guys, this weekend in SoCal. It is going to be hot. And when I'm talking hot, I'm talking about triple digits. It's going to be triple digits. Well, see, Cass, I'm like you. I am an East Coast girl who is on the West Coast. But I've been in Cali a long time. And the funny thing is that every time I go home, I come back talking like a DC girl. And we don't really have an accent. Well, we kind of have a little tinge of an accent in DC, but not really. We just talk real fast. And we say, there's certain stuff that we say that are DC terms. But, are you going to the beach? The beach was popping today. I bet it was. It would be nice to live by the beach if I could afford it. But I can't. But it would be nice. I know a few people that live near the beach. They rich. I'm not. Or they can afford to rent over there. I mean, it's a little bit of an accent, I think. And it's just the way we say certain things. Like, I will never say water. I'm going to always say water. It is water. Water is water. And we don't call Maryland. It's Maryland. Period. And like California, even though, Californians think that they don't know it. Back in the DMV, we wear flip-flops year round, when we're inside. We like to wear flip-flops back there too. It's not a California thing. Although they think it is, it's not. Oh, that's right. I know. I used to see those pictures that you posted when you would do your you did like some videos and you were on like you could see the beach in the background. You could see the water in the background. You were like on a balcony. It was one where you were on a balcony. Hey, Misunderstood. It was hot today. And then, this weekend is kind of a bittersweet weekend for me. Sunday is the 9-year anniversary of my mom's death. So my sister went to the cemetery today. And I'm going to go on Sunday, which is the actual date, and put flowers on my mom's crypt. because she ain't in the ground. She's in the crypt. And then tomorrow is we're doing something for a friend of mine who died a couple of years ago from complications of diabetes. And his wife, is going to be putting out stuff because he literally died 2 days before he was supposed to get married. So she's his spiritual wife. And so we're doing something, it's like a lot of people that are in this movie that I'm in. It's a little movie. And then we're going to do another little movie. All because of COVID-19. These were plays that are now going to be movies. Because God only knows when you'll be able to go see a play again. Broadway's hoping that they can open in January. They're hoping that they can open in January. But events with large crowds, it's gonna be a minute before that happens. But then this way, when it hits, YouTube movies, and hits Netflix or Amazon or wherever they go, because it's being pitched everywhere. Everybody that knows me will be able to see this stuff. Everybody will get to see this stuff. And it's, it's crazy. And here's the thing. I go by DC professionally as well. So it's still going to be, still going to be DC. But you guys don't know it's me. And I even had my purple hair. I love my purple hair, but I think this winter I'm going to go back to, if I keep it braided, I think I might do human hair braids and just, do my normal brown. Hey, Terry. So you guys, I was kind of off of YouTube today, but I kind of jumped in and looked at people's videos and left my comments and everything. But I saw this really, really interesting video that was done like a couple of months ago. And it's not a YouTuber that I follow, but she's a bigger YouTuber. And she's Nigerian American, and I'm going to try to say her name without massacring it, but it's Seum Okimi. Seum is the first name. Last name is Okemi. Okimi. Yeah, so I think I said it right. Anyway, she did an interesting video about relaxed hair in Nigeria. She is a Nigerian American. She's a Nigerian American. I don't know how she came up in my recommended videos. Young sister. I think she's like in the same age range as I Am Iloho, who also I believe is Nigerian American. But she did this thing just talking about the relaxing trend that went on in Nigeria and how they're going back to natural now, but they don't look at it as a natural movement. And they started doing the relaxers, the way that they looked at relaxers when they came over there was something from white people. And they utilized it because they thought it made their hair look neater. They didn't do it for the same reasons that American Black American women relaxed our hair, you know, and but they did go through. They have like policies about how kids can wear their hair in school in Nigeria. Like they can't wear extension braids in their hair. If their hair is braided, it has to just be their own natural hair. And if they're going to wear their hair natural and it's not braided, then they have to keep it in a short, neat cut. And I'm talking about the girls. It's it is it's very interesting to see how African women have gone through the same kind of love-hate relationship with their hair as we have. You know, it's just interesting, but they're starting to, you know, just wear their natural hair now. I mean, there's still people that relax their hair there, but they're not doing the big chop and all the stuff that women are going through here. They're just they're doing what I did. When I started putting relaxer in my hair, which was in my 20s, haven't had a relaxer in my hair since I was in my 20s, I just grew it out. I just grew it out, started braiding my hair, and just cut it off. It took me about 2 years to get all the perm out of my hair. So it was just real interesting, you know, but I've talked about before on my lives about how colorism is just as prevalent on the continent as it is in the diaspora, you know, but the thing with our accepting our kinky hair, our 3 to 4 hair is global. It is global with us because we are the only ethnicity that has all these different types of hair. Whereas in other races, it's just basically everybody's hair is pretty much the same. But it's not like that for us. Yeah. I mean, I love my hair. I mean, you know, it irks me that my hair is like almost halfway down my back, but looks like it's, you know, around just past my shoulders in its natural state, but it is what it is. If I flat iron it, it's long, but I don't have a problem with the curly hair. My only thing is that it's a lot more work for us that are naturalistas, you know. It's a lot more work, you know, doing our hair. And that's why my hair's braided a lot. Because I'm lazy. And because for years, it wasn't braided. It's a curly mess. Yeah. And then I decided that I wanted to color it. And my hair didn't like color. And then I tried, extensions, weave for a minute. But I still wouldn't perm my hair. So they had to flat iron it and everything. Did that while I was growing out the colors to never ever come into my hair again. I think my hair was fuchsia at one point. I'm telling y'all, I have done some things to my hair, but I have a healthy head full of hair, and I know how to deal with my own hair. I'm not afraid to do my hair. I'm not afraid to color my hair. I'm not afraid to braid my hair. I'm not afraid to do whatever I want to do to my own hair. I do, yeah. If I have it out now, if I don't have it in braids, then it's basically kind of frizzy, kinky, curly. Cause I got different hair textures going on, depending on where you are on my head. So it is what it is. You know, I mean, I tried that. I tried what the frizzy stuff. I mean, back in the day, that ain't for our hair. I'll just tell you that. Frizzies does not work on our hair. It will only work on your hair if you're black and you have like 3A. It works on 3A, you know, but if you're anything past the 3A, don't even waste your money on that frizzies stuff. Don't waste your money on any of that stuff that they're selling on TV that's supposed to calm your curls. Even if they have one black girl in the ad, I promise you it's not going to work. Because I tried them all, you know. But I like, my hair. I know how to tame it. We all learn eventually. You wear a bun 5 days a week. You know what? That's my thing. Is that if my hair is natural, I gotta be able. It's gotta be. I gotta have hair so I can put it up in one of those pineapple buns. But yeah, exercising and dance and all the stuff that I do, and my personal summers are part of the reason why my hair is just normally braided up and everything. It just makes life easier. You know, just makes it easier. But I have to give my hair a break every once in a while. It cannot be in braids all the time. And I know some people who never, I mean, absolutely never take their braids down. All they do is take them down and braid it right back up. I mean, literally, they're braiding it back up as they're taking it down. It's like one of my friends, and she wears the long ones, like the 54-inch ones. And she's got long hair, but I have not seen this woman's hair, not in these teeny tiny braids, for at least 15 years. Now, I can promise you that my hair has not been in braids for 15 years. I go through seasons with my hair. And I want my hair in purple braids season right now. That's where I am. That's why my hair is always in purple braids right now. I'm in my purple phase. And I've been in this purple phase for a couple of years. I would break out of it every once, in between. But yeah, for the last 12 months, no, it's been pretty much purple. Pretty much purple. I love Prince. I absolutely love Prince, okay? When Prince died, it hit me harder than when Michael died. And I'm a friend, and I was a Michael Jackson fan, since the Jackson 5, since I was a little kid. But when Prince I mean, I was like, yeah, I was in, I was grieving that because when we had the scare, like about what, a few weeks earlier, I was like, Prince, don't do this to us. You know, we didn't already lost Michael. You know, you need, you supposed to be here to your old man. And then couple of weeks later, he's out of here. Hey, just chilling. And but Prince and yeah, that hit really, really hard. I still don't like to think about the fact that he's no longer here. It's just a trip, you know. Morris is still here. Jimmy and Terry are still here. You know, everybody that was around him is still here that he brought in, and he's not here. That's right. I'm a child of the king. I know. I've always loved purple. And here's a little secret, y'all. I have always thought I was royalty. I'm like, it since I was a little kid. I always thought that I was royalty. In my head, you know. I had a very, very active imagination as a kid. But I'm telling you, I always thought I was royalty. So I always loved purple. And when I found out that it was, you know, with royalty, I'm like, that's why I've always loved it. You know, always loved it. And it doesn't hurt that my birthstone is an amethyst, which is purple, which is purple. So purple's a cool color. It's a cool color, and it's a, you know, neutral color. You know, it's a color that it's not like pink, where people automatically think that that's a female color. And I know there are guys that are like pink, but purple's one of those colors that, you know, if it's a guy or a girl, you know, it's cool. You know. Now I know I don't expect a whole bunch of guys to get out there and put on a purple suit like Prince did, you know, because not everybody can pull that off, you know, but he could, you know. I'll just say, not every straight man can pull that off. How about that? That's the way I'll put it. Yeah. It was so unexpected. It was so unexpected. You know, I think it took everyone by surprise. Um, I don't think they did him justice in the tributes that were done, but that's just my opinion. You know, I don't think that they did him justice in the tributes that they did. But it's too late now. You know. That's true. That is very, very true, Matt. And you know what we do know about our ancestors is that many of them, you know, were, you know, royalty. Many of them were royalty. You know, like, you know, chiefs or the sons of chiefs, and, you know, daughters, and, you know, that kind of. So we don't know. Which is probably the reason why, you know, the ancestors of some. Hey, Marilyn, I didn't see you come in. How are you? Happy Friday. Some of the ancestors of those on the continent didn't, come after us to get us back, because they didn't want our ancestors back on the continent. You know, they were gone, good and gone. I mean, and here's the thing: I think the fact that the ones that did survive the Middle Passage, that was pure endurance and really will to live, because they had no idea where they were going. That they would never see their homeland again. And we know about the one country in Africa that was started by former slaves who had returned. We also know that it has one of the most corrupt governments on the continent. Crazy. Have a few people that go to my church that are from there. We have a few Nigerians. We have what is it? Liberia. Yeah, that's where it is. That's the name of that country. Oh, I love how Cass has her hair. It reminds me of how y'all know how Jada Pinkett Smith had her hair in Jason's lyric, like curly up on the top, and then the back was just kind of closer, tighter curls. That's what it reminds me of. Plus, she's got the color in hers. She got my color in hers. Can't forget that part. Yep. Everybody can't wear purple hair, y'all, though. But me and Cass can. We can wear it. I'm serious, because I don't know. I mean, it looks, people think that it was first, you know, other people who were putting all these crazy colors in here, but it wasn't. It was us. But see, when our folks did it first, then it was considered, ghetto. But then when the white kids did it, or when the white women did it, it suddenly became refined. So now it's okay for everybody to have their hair all these different crazy colors, even in the workplace. Even in the workplace. It is, Miss Cass. It is a royal color. I love it. And I went through a time in my life where I had on something purple every day. Something I had on was purple every day. And people would check. People would check. Like, this is back, when I was actually working in people's offices and stuff. And you know, out in corporate America in the office. But I always had on something purple. It could be the shoes. It could be the blouse. It could be the whole outfit. I have a lot of purple stuff. I do. And it's my son's favorite color too. Of course, I don't know if it's his favorite color because it's my favorite color or because his favorite team is the Ravens and that's their team color. I don't know. Hey, T. Darrell. Happy Friday. We just been talking. I was talking actually about, hey, underrated darkness. I came through when you were having your men's breakfast. I didn't say anything. I just came through, listened for a little while, and gave you a thumbs up. Hey, uppity unicorn. Yeah, it fascinated me watching the young ladies channel and just understanding that this love hate relationship with our hair is not just us in the diaspora, our sisters on the continent in countries like Nigeria have gone through the same thing. And they're in a country where everybody is black, you know? So it's not like they had other races of people to look at with these different types of hair for them to want. Their rationale for relaxing their hair was different than some of our rationale. You know, I think for many of us, it made our hair easier to manage. But for at one point, it was so that our hair could be. Some people wanted their hair to be more like other races' hair. Not me. I like my hair, and no matter what I've done, my hair will never be bone straight. Never. But it was just watching, and then even the women who do the braiding over there prefer the women to have their hair relaxed before they get it braided because they feel that it enhances their braiding techniques for the Yoruba braiding techniques. So it's like the thinking about relaxing hair is different there than it is here, but the reasons for not relaxing hair are similar in that you know having a better health of the hair. It goes along with eating better, all of that stuff, which is kind of hand in hand as to why so many of the young people are going back to natural hair. But they're talking about it's like a couple of generations that were just relaxing their hair. Everybody's hair was relaxed. Everybody. Hey, Raiden woman. I'm like, that's to me, it's just kind of that's so, I guess it's so surprising, you know, that they've gone through some of the similar challenges. Maybe looking at, you know, relaxing of hair a little differently than us, but I was surprised when they were talking about that they have these hair policies in schools in Nigeria. That was very interesting to me. And then I thought about the hair policies that some schools have here in the United States. And they have similar policies around the longer braids. They can't, if it's, they can only, it has to be their natural hair braided. They can't put extension braids in. It just was, it just was interesting. The young lady's name again is Sayum Okini. And I believe she's in her 20s. She's, you know, but I think she's not as big as I am Eloho though, who also is Nigerian American. But she's got like almost 200,000 subscribers. I don't really know what her channel's about. I guess it's, just, about her and stuff. I didn't really delve past that one video. I'm going to go back and look and see what other stuff she had. Because that was kind of educational. So how is everybody feeling about, now that we've had a couple of days to marinate on the fact that Joe Biden picked Kamala Harris? How's everybody feeling about that? I'm still, I'm where I was yesterday. I'm still on the fence. I still need her to say some stuff. She needs to address some things, And if the rest of the country doesn't know about it, if you're in California, you know about it, You know about how she treated Black people in the penal system, And keep in mind, she was a prosecutor. She was part of that stacking of charges here in Cali. And I've told you that many a Black person went to jail for weed, cannabis, for a little long stretch. She is East Indian and Jamaican American. So maybe that's why she doesn't really, so I don't know how much of allegiance, she has. But she says she considers herself a sister, and she belongs to one of the Divine Nine. She is a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority. But just to set the record straight, she is not the first Black woman to be on, nominated in a major party on a presidential ticket. Back in the 70s, my soror, Shirley Chisholm, ran for president in the Democratic Party as a Democrat before Jesse Jackson. And went all the way to convention, where it, went to whoever it went to for the Democrats. But she did that way before all these other folk. So I'm not going to let y'all bury history of my soror, who was a Delta, Congresswoman Shirley Chisholm was the first. Kamala is the second Black woman. Just had to make sure I put that straighten that out there for y'all. You know, ain't gonna let nobody forget about my soror. She did a lot. But belonging to, you know, a Black Greek letter organization and saying that you are a sister does not undo what you did as the state attorney general for California or as a DA in the San Francisco area. You know, we now know that it was her relationship with Biden's son, late son, Beau Biden. Her working relationship, let me be careful what I'm saying. Her working relationship with Beau. And I think that is what got her the edge over the other very capable candidates. Kamala is 55, so she's over 50. Y'all know I had to go check. So, my statement that I made before still stands in regards to the fact that after this, y'all, we need some younger people running for these offices. We need to get all these old people out of there. No offense, but for these major offices, and I'm in the Senate and in the House, we need to start getting some people that are in their 40s. You know, I know they have, you know, certain ages, but that you can be in order to run for president. So I understand that you have to at least be in your 40s. Okay, got that part. But what about Senate and the House? Because that's the only way things are going to change. Otherwise, it's just going to stay the same old, same old. Because somehow, as people get older, they get out of touch. And let's not forget that we are still questioning Mr. Biden's cognitive skills, y'all. Y'all, I just don't know, you know? So then that means that if they have to, if Biden wins, and then they have to invoke, I forget which one of the amendments it is, but it basically, you know, deemed the president incompetent or whatever, then Kamala would be in charge. So who do they have that they're going to slip in there if she has to take over if Joe Biden wins? Anybody ever think about that part? You got to think about that in voting for Joe Biden for president. Even though people say, you know, you're not really voting for the person who's in the number 2. Yes, you are, because you're voting. Your vote is saying that you think that she would be capable of taking over that role. That's why I say don't just vote blindly, folks. Hey, Joe. I'm seeing what you guys are saying. I know, because I know y'all are talking about Kamala. It says she's white. Yeah, that's possible. But I went and dug up her father because we were all talking about the white thing. Her dad is black. He's light skinned. He's a light skinned Jamaican, but he's black. So but I know there people are trying to say stuff about her, whether she's a real American and whatnot. But wasn't she born in this country? So what are we talking about? You know, as Amanda Seale says, what are we talking about? I'm like, what are we talking about? It, you know, Trump has to. If you're going to go at the Biden Harris ticket, this is just me telling you 45 what you probably shouldn't do. Don't go at her as the angry black woman. Don't do that. And don't do this birther mess again, dude. It's just it's we're over that. We're over you questioning whether someone is really a US citizen or not, whether they were born in this country. We're over that. I'm like, what are we talking about? She was born in this country. What are we talking about? Was she born on an army base or something? But, I know that that's only the beginning. That's only the beginning. Now, see, what I'm saying in regards to, I do not believe that Miss Harris has the best interest of black people. I can say that because I'm black. But 45 really should not say that. That would probably not go over well for him. He would get backlash for saying that. Black people, on the other hand, who live in California and know what her record is, we need to just speak out and just let the rest of y'all know who she is. And then do your research and you make an informed decision as to, you know, whether you want her to be the number two or potentially number one if something should happen to Mr. Biden. Those are things you seriously need to think about. Because I'm sure there's a whole bunch of people who would love there to be a woman president and everything. But again, you still want it to be the right one. And a person who could potentially be the second black president, you definitely want them to be different than, I'm sorry, Miss Kamala Harris is. See, here's my dilemma. Okay, I wouldn't vote for her as the president. Okay, I wouldn't vote for her running for president. So why would I vote for her, for vice president? Because see, my issues with her are still the same. And she can't erase what she's done in the state of California. So I just want her to explain herself. And if she feels she can justify why she put all those people or allowed all of those people to go to jail, by all means, please tell us. We want to know. We want to know why it appears that you had a hard on for Black people to go to jail. That's what I'm saying, Raina. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. You know, we have to think about that. We have had a Black president, okay? We had these, and I'm saying we as Black people had these expectations and assumptions that this person was going to be for us. And I'm not saying he didn't do anything for us, but you know what I mean, okay? And you have to look at either in the case of Kamala Harris, her record shows she's against us. We don't see anything that she's done that tells us she is for us. That's how I want to present it in regards to her. You know, and sorry, I'm not going to just vote for you because you're Black. Like, although a lot of people would like to think that Black people voted for 44 because he was Black, many of us did not vote for it. That was not the reason why a lot of us voted for him. That wasn't the reason. That was the reason some voted for him, but it wasn't the reason that everyone voted for him. And Black people don't just vote for somebody because they Black. We don't. They would like to think that we do, but we don't. That's what other people think. All right, just chilling. Thank you for coming through. I know it's late for you on the east side. I know. I appreciate you stopping through, brother. I appreciate you stopping through. But I'm sure hey, maybe the vice presidential candidates will debate, since somebody doesn't want to debate between Biden and Trump. They need to debate, and the vice presidential candidates need to debate. I'd love to see that. Yeah. Yeah, they're always for everyone. And other people in other ethnicities don't have any problem saying that they're for their people. We're the only ones. We're the only ones. Yeah. And that's the thing. You know, with Miss Harris. She could have been black, white, pink, purple. This woman is not for anything that's going to help me. I haven't heard anything she said that was for me and mine. Now maybe it's coming, under the guise of, the Biden platform, which they're supposed to be releasing to us so that we know what it is that they plan on doing. So it may be coming. But this is going to be a hard road. I don't think that this made it easier. I think that this only made it harder for Mr. Biden. I think if he'd have picked somebody else, maybe. But her, I knew was going to be problematic. I knew it was going to be problematic because of her record in the state of California. And California, that's a lot of votes, y'all. In the electoral college. It's, they need this state. And the worst assumption that Mr. Biden could have is that he has California locked up. Just because, so many people here dislike, 45. He has to recognize that a lot of people in the state of California do not like Kamala Harris. That's what he needs to recognize. And I don't think he wants to piss off the electoral votes in this state. I don't think he does. So, that's what I think. I think that, I'm going to hope that Mr. Biden was thinking smartly when he made this choice. It had to be a strategic choice. It had to be strategic. And with it being strategic, it clearly couldn't have been about trying to get the black vote. By him picking her, it doesn't look to me like he was trying to get the Southern vote either. So I don't know what vote was he trying to get by adding her on to his platform, because she didn't really carry that many people. That's why she dropped out so early. I'm just giving it from a political science view. That would be interesting, Joe, if he did something like that. I can't see that because he doesn't particularly like us. He doesn't particularly like women that much for anything other than, personal pleasure. And who could you think that he would want to put in that position? I don't know. I don't particularly care for Mike Pence, but at least he's the devil that I know at this point, pretending to be a, conservative Christian. But as I have said in a couple of other things, we need to go and look at the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. Do you know that we are still not considered a full person? We're not, because we're the descendants of slaves. The 55 California electorals. Yeah. Yeah, we're considered, what, 5/8 of a person? Yeah, because that's what a slave was considered, 5/8 of a person. Oh, it's 3/5. Thank you. We're 3/5 of a person. Yes. So yeah, we're 2/5 short according to them, which is quite interesting. So I wonder, do they consider black people in other countries only 3/5 of a person when they come to this country? Or is it just us who are the descendants of slaves? I'm just wondering. Is it just us? It's just us, huh? Yeah, we're 3/5 of a person. So how is it that that our vote counts as one vote since we're not a full person? Seriously though, I'm laughing, but yeah, we're 3/5 of a person. Oh well, I guess so. We 3/5 of a persons are the ones who built this whole freaking country, though. Without 3/5 of a person minds and our 3/5 of a person bodies, I know, but we're 3/5 of a human. That's what they call us, 3/5 of a human. That's the insane part about it. I'm gonna come on camera because I'm gonna get ready to get off. It is, what time is it? Ooh, it's 11. It's 11 here on the west side. I got to get up early in the morning and go get tires for my car. Oh, y'all know David's trying to get on here. Oh, he has on a shirt tonight, so he's gonna come on camera. Hold on. Hey, you guys. Come on. There you go. Say hi. Nope. Look. There you go. Hey. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me on this Friday night. Friday night, 45 is going to do an October surprise. He might do an October surprise. Maybe he'll do it at the convention. Because the DNC is what? Next week? And when is the RNC? It should be not too long after that. Yeah. All right, you guys. Did I miss somebody? Did somebody else come in? I'm making sure. Okay. Anyway, all right. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I may pop on during the day. I'm not sure because I'm going to be at an event. And if they're playing copyrighted music, I'm not going to come on doing that. But we shall see. But until the next time, I offer you guys peace and blessings from the West Side. I'll see y'all tomorrow at some point. All right. Peace, everybody.